Okay, we're going to take a look at working with that first Mindtap word assignment. So, figured for some of you who have never worked with anything like Mindtap and Moodle, you might not be used to this type of assignment. So, let's start from the beginning. I'm going to open up Chrome. I mean, I'd say use Chrome or Firefox. I'm going to go to Moodle. Type in moodle.carteret.edu and hit enter. Then I'm going to click the login on the top right. Down here at the bottom, I'm going to click on the Microsoft link. And this is my home computer, so you see it's saved. So you see my email account. So I'm going to click on it. And I've got my password cached. So all that means is, that's safe to do on your home computer, not so safe to do on a college computer or a college lab computer. So I'm going to come over here and click on my CIS 110 course. And again, over here on the left, we've got our navigation bar. That word assignment lives in this module 7, so I'm going to left click once on it. And you see it's creating a research paper with references and sources. So what I wanted to do is give you an idea of, there's two of them. We've got this Word Module 2 SAM, which is going through, again, setting up a research paper with references and sources. That's this 9:30 to 10:14 one. Some people are working on Module 6, which this is, September 24th through the 30th, but if you remember, I've extended all these through November 7th. So let's take a look at this one here first. This Word Module 1 SAM textbook project. So what I'll do is click on that link. Then that takes me into Mindtap. And you'll see up top here, Moodle tab is open, and I've got my Mindtap Cengage Learning here. And you see the Word Module 1 SAM textbook project. And, this is important here. You must use the SAM start file provided to receive credit for this assignment. So, in other words, what they're saying is if you don't download that file, you're going to get a 0 on it, even if you did it perfectly. So, down here you see maximum number of attempts, 3. I've got 2 remaining. So, I'm going to click this start button. So, on this screen here, this is where we get that file. So you're going to think it's just a basic blank file, but this is a specific file. What it's called is this metadata, M-E-T-A data, is in the file, which is assigned to me. And you see new Microsoft Word doc document _ Ken Martin .docx. So that is my file. So it's specific to me. No other student, no other user will have that. So I've got to use this file. And underneath here, we see surfing.jpg. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a folder on my desktop. I'm just going to right click, new, left click on folder, and whatever, I'll call it Word project. And I'll hit enter to save that folder. So what I'm going to do is save my 2 files here into it. So I'm going to click this, left click on it once. It's going to come up, where do I want to save it? If you remember, I made a folder on my desktop. So all I got to do is find that Word project folder. So I'm going to double click on it. Now I notice up here, you see I'm on desktop Word project. So I'm in that folder, it's empty. So I'm going to save it into there. That's the Word file. And then I need this surfing.jpg file as well. So I'm going to left click once on that. Because I just used that folder, you'll see I'm still in my Word project folder. So all I got to do is click save there. And again, if you want to double check, you go back to your Word project folder, you take a look, and there's my new Microsoft Word file and the surfing JPEG. So what I'm going to do is double click on this Word file, because this is what we're going to work in. So I'm going to double click on it. It's going to open in Word. And you'll see I'll come to this screen. I'm in protected view. So what I've got to do is click on enable editing. So what happens is when you download it, it comes into a mode which is read only, meaning I can't edit it. So I've got to enable editing. And now we got, what we're used to, the home tab, the insert tab, and so forth. And again, it's just a blank document, but it's a blank document which is specifically to me. So I'm going to minimize this, and I'm going to minimize this folder, and come back here and look at what else it says in this assignment. So I've done basically this section here where I got my two files. Now the instructions, step 2, open your textbook to the chapter listed below. Read the chapter and complete the project as instructed in the text. So this is in the Shelley Cashman book, or, again, in your Mindtap, it's in this full book link here. So in the end, when we're done, after modifying and editing this folder, we're going to name it this, surf_flyer_Ken Martin. I'm going to upload it, and then it's going to grade me. But, that's not necessarily now. I mean, I don't have to keep this window open. I can always get back and just upload the file later. So anyway, let's click on the book. So I'll click on the book. It'll open. What I'm going to do is close this SAM project so I get a little, more room here. And you see this 4 arrows. If I click here on the full book, that'll make me full screen, make it a little bit easier to read it. So then I'll click on chapters. And what I'm doing is looking for the Word section. So if I come down right here, creating, formatting, editing a Word document with a picture. This is what we're working on. So this is everything we got to do here. So I'm going to click the arrow once. And again, I'm not going to do the whole thing with you, but I'm just going to get you started. So again, it's giving you, read, telling you we're going to create a flyer. And here on 1-1, figure 1-1, this is what it's going to look like in the end. We're going to have this in large text. We're going to have a border around it. We're going to have a bulleted list. We're going to, fancy up the text some. We're going to change a font. We're going to make sure it's underlined. And, so this right here, this figure 1-1 is what it's going to look like in the end after we complete all the steps. So down here, you can see what they're saying. Enter the text. This is what we're going to be doing. Enter the text, format the text, insert a picture, format the picture, enhance the page, correct errors, and revise the text. So let's click the arrow and go over. And again, remember, I've got Word open with my blank file in it right now, so it's just minimized. So I'm just using the minus sign. So what it's saying is, your screen resolution, you don't have to change the screen resolution. If you're happy with it, just stick with what you have. I mean, you could go full screen and have both this open and the Word file open. I like it better myself to I'm going to read it, do it, and open it, and work on it from here. So let's read a little bit. Run Word, create a blank document in Word. See, this isn't accurate because we're using that file we downloaded. So this is inaccurate. So we've already done this step. We've opened Word with our name file in it. So we've got that step completed. So it's saying if the word, to maximize it. Mine might not be maximized. I seldom like to have something fully maximized, but if you do, that's great. You don't have to do exactly what they say. As to the formatting, you do, but for some of these things, you'll see you don't have to follow them to the exact nth degree. So step 3 here, look to see if you're in the print layout view. So if I open back Word, again, there's 90 ways, well, 90 ways. There's a few ways to always do different options. For view, if you look here in the bottom right-hand corner, you see read mode, print layout. And that's what we want, so we're good. We're on the Home tab, so we're good there. So let me go back. Again, read this stuff. Open up. What is the normal style? So it's asking you, too, to make sure it's on the normal style. What they're talking about is here. Again, on the Home tab, normal. And so each one of these, I'm just going to hover over them. There are different settings built into them, different fonts, different font size. See, there's a double underline. See, I'm not clicking on any of these. But you see, normal here is the one we want. So we're good there, too. So the document's starting off, exactly as we want it. So I'm going to click on the right arrow. So we're going to enter text. I'm going to arrow over again. So here we go. Step 1. Type in surfs up, capital S, capital U with an exclamation at the end of it. So let's go back to Word. Capital S, surf, apostrophe S, capital U, P, exclamation. Alright, so I could make it bigger too if that helps. I could enlarge it by using the slider. We'll do that for the time being so you can see it a little bit better. Alright, going back to Chrome. So again, it's giving you little tips if to backspace. If you made an error, if you're to the right of something, you can hit the delete key. There's spell checking, grammar checking. So again, what they're saying is press enter after typing in surfs up. So again, I'm here. I'm going to hit enter. So now I'm the line below it. And again, they give you touch screen, how it works with a touch screen. So this is displaying formatting marks, and it's this icon right here. Now, I've already got mine turned on because that's kind of the way I like my Word to be set up. But I'll show you. It's right here on your Home tab in the paragraph group. You see this right here. It says Show Hide. So right now it's showing what they call paragraph marks. So if I unclicked it, you'll notice that marks are gone. It's just kind of standard text. Here's why I like to have it that way. I can see that dot right there.